What if everything you've been told about happiness is a lie? From childhood, we're bombarded with the message that happiness is the ultimate goal. It's in the slogans of advertisements, the promises of self-help gurus, the carefully curated images on social media. Be happy. Choose happiness. Happiness is a choice. The world repeats this mantra until it becomes a commandment. But what if this relentless pursuit of happiness is not liberating, but imprisoning? What if, in chasing happiness, you are actually making yourself weaker, more fragile, and more dependent on things you cannot control? Today, we're going to dismantle the myth of happiness as life's purpose. We'll explore why this obsession is making you vulnerable, how thinkers like Nietzsche predicted this cultural decay, and what it really means to build a life of strength instead of chasing fleeting pleasure. If you've ever felt exhausted by the endless chase for happiness, if you've noticed that the more you pursue it, the more it slips away, then this video is for you. It's time to stop running. It's time to start getting stronger. Why is happiness treated as the Holy Grail? Modern culture sells happiness as a product. Social media influencers promise you can manifest joy with the right mindset. Advertisers tell you that buying their product will finally make you happy. Even well-meaning friends and family urge you to just be happy, as if unhappiness is a disease to be cured. But this belief is a trap. It suggests that if you're not happy, something is wrong with you. It pathologizes sadness, frustration, and pain, emotions that are not only natural, but necessary. Friedrich Nietzsche, the philosopher who refused to look away from life's darkness, called this the morality of the herd. He saw in the cult of happiness a kind of emotional anesthesia, a way to avoid the real work of living. Nietzsche argued that a society obsessed with comfort and pleasure is a society in decline. When happiness becomes the only goal, we lose the ability to face hardship, to grow through suffering, to become resilient. The mainstream belief is seductive, but it's also dangerous. It makes you a slave to circumstances, always chasing the next high, always terrified of discomfort. What happens when you build your life around the pursuit of happiness? You become emotionally fragile. You depend on external validation, likes, compliments, money, stability, to feel good about yourself. When these things disappear, as they inevitably do, you're left with nothing. Imagine a person who needs everything to go right in order to feel okay. The moment something goes wrong, a breakup, a job loss, a harsh comment online, their entire sense of self collapses. This is not resilience. This is dependency. We see it everywhere. People numbing themselves with distractions, unable to sit with discomfort, fleeing from any situation that threatens their sense of well-being. The culture of happiness creates individuals who confuse pleasure with purpose, who mistake comfort for meaning. At the first sign of pain, they despair. Nietzsche called this decadence, a state where the human spirit is so weakened by the avoidance of pain that it can no longer withstand the realities of life. So what's the alternative? Nietzsche's answer is as radical as it is liberating. Stop chasing happiness. Start cultivating strength, not physical strength, but strength of spirit. Psychological resilience, the ability to transform suffering into growth, frustration into wisdom, pain into something. What does not kill me makes me stronger. This is not a motivational slogan. It's a declaration of war against a culture that infantilizes us, that teaches us to run from pain instead of facing it. Nietzsche believed that true power comes not from avoiding suffering, but from confronting it head-on, from looking pain in the eye and saying, "You will not destroy me." This path is not easy. It demands courage, honesty, and a willingness to endure discomfort. But it is the only path that leads to real growth. Here's the paradox. The more you chase happiness, the more elusive it becomes. The more you try to avoid pain, the more fragile you become. But when you stop making happiness your goal, when you focus instead on becoming stronger, something unexpected happens. You discover a deeper, more lasting satisfaction. Not the fleeting pleasure of a dopamine hit, but the solid, unbreakable pride of knowing you can endure. Superficial happiness is always at the mercy of circumstances. True fulfillment is built through adversity. It's ironic, isn't it? By giving up the chase for happiness, you find something far more valuable. The ability to stand tall in the storm, to find meaning even in suffering, to become unbreakable. So what question should guide your life? Not, how can I be happy, but how can I become stronger? This shift changes everything. It forces you to stop outsourcing your well-being to the world around you. It compels you to look inward, to confront your own weaknesses, to take responsibility for your growth. Ask yourself, what am I running from? What pain am I refusing to face? What would happen if I stopped trying to escape discomfort and started using it as fuel for transformation? This is not about seeking suffering for its own sake. It's about recognizing that pain is inevitable and that your response to it is what shapes you. When you make strength your goal, you stop being a victim of circumstance. You become the author of your own story. What does it mean to build inner strength? It means developing the resilience to withstand life's inevitable storms. It means facing your fears, your failures, your disappointments, and refusing to let them define you. It means practicing honesty with yourself, admitting when you're weak, when you're afraid, when you've fallen short. It means choosing the hard path over the easy one. Not because you enjoy suffering, but because you know it's the only way to grow. Practical steps. Embrace seek out challenges that force you to stretch beyond your limits. Reflect on your pain. Instead of numbing it, ask what it's trying to teach you. Take responsibility. Stop blaming others or circumstances for your unhappiness. Build habits of discipline. Physical, mental, emotional. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, not just those who comfort you. Remember, this is a lifelong process. There are no shortcuts, but every step you take towards strength is a step away from dependency, fragility, and fear. So here's the truth. Happiness was never the path. It's an occasional consequence, not a destination. What you really need is to become someone strong enough to face whatever life throws at you. The storm will not stop, but you can become the kind of person who walks through it with your head held high, unbroken. The world will not change for you, but you can change yourself. Now, I want to hear from you. What pain do you need to transform into strength? Share it in the comments. Whether it's a word, a phrase, or a silent confession, the first step to strength is to stop running. If this video challenged you, disturbed you, or awakened something inside you, then it's done its job. But the journey doesn't end here. In the next video, we'll go even deeper into the art of building an unshakable self. Keep watching, and remember, stop chasing happiness. Start being stronger.